Tuesday. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in my crooked sunglasses. Oh my goodness. Let's rewind this again. I don't know what happened to my glasses. But you know what? We don't need sunglasses. All right, so happy Tuesday. I feel like it's been a minute since we spoke, and here is why. Give me a minute to turn on my car. It might scare you if the music was on too loud or if I was listening to an audiobook. I have no idea. It could be a murder podcast, or it could be like a self-help book, or it could be Grupo Frontera. You never know. Hold on a second. That was very anticlimactic. It was just the local radio station. Happy Tuesday. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm leaving Pilates. Have you guys ever taken an exercise class that is really hard, but like in a fun, challenging way, not in a negative self-talk, I hate myself now because I'm a loser and I can't exercise and everything is so hard for me? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, usually when I do a really hard class, I'm like, I'm such a loser. I suck at this. Why can't I just do a pull-up? It's actually a push-up. I'm really good at pull-ups, but if you make me do a push-up to save like Sophia's life, she will be with her brothers and sister very soon. So it was one of those classes that was hard, but I was like, oh shit, I can do this. Okay, it's a little hard, but oh, I can do it. And then you just keep pushing, and it was so good. And I don't know what it was, but I don't typically come on Tuesdays because it's an instructor that's really hard. And Nicole is like a girl's girl. Like, she is like all about girl power and fun. And she has this streak in her hair that makes her look like Rogue on X-Men. I'm very tempted to get a big, fat, almost choke-worthy, chunky money piece in my hair because we're going blonde again at the end of March. I spilled the beans. It was gonna be a surprise. No, it wasn't. I can't keep a secret from you guys. So anyway, Nicole was covering. So this tells me something. Who the instructor is has a lot to do with how you perform in class versus like what you're actually doing. And I'm like, I don't know why I never thought about that, because I was a teacher and I was a student. And so I know the benefit of the way you teach really determines how much gets absorbed, right? And so it just goes to show that I should not be taking the Tuesday class with the other instructor, and I was right. But then that limits my options. So I just need to do better. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's Tuesday, it's 12 o'clock. I haven't spoken to you guys in a minute because Mateo had a tournament this weekend, which FYI, I met one of you guys and I just blacked out. I blacked out on name. I blacked out on, I remember her name. Her son's name is Hunter. And her dog, her puppy, Latte, she let me hold her puppy. I'm sorry that I don't remember your name. I wish I did, but she was so sweet. And I have to say this, from the pandas that I've met in real life, the common thread is your vlogs have kept me company. You know, you make the world feel less lonely. You help me through something, you know, hard, tragic, traumatic, difficult, my divorce. It's never like, oh my God, you taught me how to do my eyeshadow, or oh my God, I love your chicken thighs. You know, it's never, not like my actual chicken thighs, because these are more like spaghetti noodles. It's always, it feels such a big deal, you know? The amount of times that I've met someone and they get like, even I get emotional thinking about it, is I don't know what it is or what bond we have or what happens, what like parasocial enmeshment happens between us doing this, that meeting you guys always is like the most, I don't even know how to say it without making it sound like overly dramatic. Basically everything I say is overly dramatic, but it feels like a very important moment in time. It feels like a life-altering moment, like a life-altering, validating moment. So anyway, Mateo had a tournament. They did horrendous. In fact, we played my subscriber's son's team twice and lost both times in a terrible way. And it was just, I'm getting to that point where like going to their tournaments is becoming a little difficult. Having to drive an hour to a tournament and having to be there for, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. It's just, I got a sunburn, you know? I used my favorite ultra SPF of life, like the heavy hitter, the best one, the one I take to Cancun every year. Like, I still got a sunburn. There was dirt everywhere. You guys, you know when you blow your nose and it's full of dirt? or you do your Q-tips and it's full of dirt. Like, that's the type of field we were at. And I'm like, just for you guys to show your like that, this is bad. Anyway, it was a long but just non-vlog worthy vlog. Non-vlog worthy vlog, yeah, that weekend, whatever. So I just decided to skip it. What did I do yesterday? Ooh. Oh, I remember. I was showing out. It was my turn to show my ass yesterday because Parker's out of town. So Parker has this like super important like robotics summit. It's basically like tactical, manly military meets nerd conference. You know what I mean? And so he's there all week. But the best part is that for me, no. But let's talk about me now. So he's out of town, which means the boys and I are showing our ass. And I mean, like, we aren't taking the afternoons seriously. Usually we're like, yeah, let's make some dinner and clean the house and do some chores. Now we're like, do you guys want to go to Brahms for ice cream? So yesterday I let Mateo pick and he was like, I want to go to Hawaiian Brothers because they didn't have practice. Then last night we had a storm where like the tornado sirens were going crazy. So like our pool looks like a dumpster right now. And his practice for tonight was postponed for later in the week. So we get to show our butts again today. I was like, all right, Daniel, now it's your turn. And he's like, I want to go to Panda Express and I want to go to Brahms for ice cream. That's why I said Brahms. It was in my mind because that's what he requested this morning. So we're just, you know, we're relaxing in that way. We've been catching up with orders. We've been, you know, just doing the house aspect of stuff. All right, you guys ready for the most important, oh my goodness, of my life? Oh, yes. Yes, that's the most important, oh my goodness, of my whole life. Oh, that's my oh my goodness. This is my oh. What's up? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? You guys, it's so funny. When I'm just gonna be gone for like an hour, I don't put her in her little crib, like in her little playpen. I let her out so she can roam, but she is so smart because what she does is she waits right there in that little tiny corner. So there is no way that she will miss you when you come home. Like, she's gonna know for sure. You know what she's like when you put like a can in front of a door so that you hear if someone's coming in? Yes. Yeah, so she puts herself in the doorway so she doesn't miss mommy when she comes home. Hey, so now we have to be so careful when we get home. We're like, slow down, like open the door carefully. Sophia's right there. Sophia's right there. Hey, what are you doing? What did you do with that? Okay, I'm following you. I'm following you. Where are we going? You wanna go outside? Okay, let's do it. Let's take off your diaper. Hold on. We got one little strap. Wait, oh, you gotta stop wiggling that booty shaker. My goodness. All right, you ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go, baby, go! So I just got home and I was gonna do the neurotypical thing and be responsible and go shower and get ready for my day, but that wouldn't make any sense because I would lose momentum on what I'm doing, and that's sharing with my friends. What's on my face? What is on my face? What's on my face? Hold on. It's probably just sun damage from a really bad tournament this weekend. I have to package these orders. I finished them last night and I didn't package them because I wanted to show you guys. You know, it's so dumb. I'm like, I want to show my friends. So while I could be very ahead in work, package them, I could have dropped them off at the post office this morning, but I wanted to show you guys. And then the other thing is I want to do the, oh, hold on a second. The squirrel is in full effect today. Nothing? Are we seeing anything? Hold on. Hold on a second. Maybe here. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, are you getting bored? Oh, you can do this. Oh, you're not very comfortable. Oh, well, you know, let's try doing this. Let's try. Oh, that's not, okay, well, how about this, like, your leg is getting kind of annoyed on that side. You can do that. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There's, oh, wait. Sorry, the floor's a little slippery. We can sit like this and edit. I know it looks a little weird because I have my Kirby blanket on here, but it's like beige boucle fabric. I don't want to get my dirty feet on here. You guys, I'm always barefoot. Parker says the bottom of my feet always look like Walmart. I don't know if that's offensive. I'm pretty sure he's not trying to say they look nice. Put my little Kirby, look at how cute my little Kirby blanket is. I got this for Christmas from Randers, Parker's youngest daughter, last year. I ordered this chair, you guys, on Walmart. It was like, Walmart has this thing, it's kind of like lightning deals, but it's not lightning deals, it's called something else. And it was $100. So it's like, can you see? It's like a normal chair that goes up and down, but then it has this little thing in front that goes all the way around. So like you can have it in front of you, you can have it in back of you, you can sit cross-legged like crisscross applesauce, you can sit with your dog. Like I had this with Sophia last night, I put her bed here. So I was sitting here and she was sitting here. When I tell you that this single piece of furniture has changed my life, it is not a Dani overstatement. And there are a lot of those. Heck, in every vlog, there's like 17 Dani dramatics. So yeah, I ordered it, I think on Friday, and I got it yesterday. I got it last night. I was so tired, but I really wanted to assemble it. And I went from being tired to editing 2 vlogs last night, sitting cross-legged in my chair. It is so good, you guys. But here's the problem, is I don't want to keep using my cute little Randers blanket on that chair. So I bought this. This is like a better repellent. So like I was gonna do Scotch Guard, but like, I don't know, I've tried Scotch Guard in the past and I feel like it's not that amazing. This has amazing reviews. It's called Repel Well. It's like pet safe, better for you, gentle. This bottle is enough to do 2 coats on like a small couch. And I wanted to go do it now because you have to wait 30 minutes in between coats. You have to do 2 coats. And so basically the fabric feels the same, it looks the same, it doesn't change the color. I have the problem of when I Scotch Guard something white, it turns yellow. This doesn't change the color of the fabric. And it repels dirt, liquids, and stains. So it's like a silicone-based water spray. You could even use it on vinyl and leather. That's crazy. I wanted to do it with you guys right now because it's sunny and beautiful, but it's also hella windy. We're under like wind advisory. So like if I spray the chair here, I'm gonna Scotch Guard my neighbor's like patio furniture. So we're not doing that, but I do want to show you guys the chair because it's so exciting. Anyway, so we're gonna Scotch Guard the chair. We have to do the spice blend. This chair is so good. I mean, if you're limited in space, it's not the right answer. It's gonna take up way too much room. In fact, if I hadn't rearranged this room, I couldn't have an amazing chair like this. There is only one downside, besides the fact that it's a very light colored fabric and you're gonna have to Scotch Guard it, is it is not a chair that is friendly for low desks. So if you have a standard desk, it's not gonna work. It has to be a desk that is like bar height or taller, or maybe one of those desks that goes up and down, because if you're gonna want to use a little, it looks like a bone, doesn't it? It looks like a bone. If you're gonna want to use that little island in front of it, there's no use for it when the chair is as low as it goes. Hold on, let me see if I can explain what I'm... Okay, so like if you're trying to use your chair at desk height, like regular standard desk height, it locks into this and you're basically, it's like basically the same height. So cross your legs, you're not gonna be able to fit under a table. That's the only downside, but I have the, you know what I'm saying? The desk. I like to edit standing up a lot. So I have the desk that goes up and down. So this guy, oh no, I was already complaining about getting it stained and I just stained it. This is what happens because I'm so demonstrative with everything I do. So I'm gonna have to clean it now before I, that's what I get for being so like ridiculous. Anyway, it's just stuff, it's not a big deal. So ideally, you want to use it raised so that there is some space or a gap between the leg portion and the top. So that way when you cross your legs, you're actually comfortable and you get relief on your lower back. Your hip joints kind of open up and relax. Anyway, that's enough bragging about my big, giant jungle gym chair for an adult woman. And now, let me see where I can put you guys so I can show you some cuteness. All right, look at this. Oh my goodness. We got a cute pink pop socket with Hello Kitty, and Hello Kitty's like a jewel. Can you guys tell? I don't know if it's gonna focus being this close, but Hello Kitty's like a big giant jewel. And this is for our friend Sandy. How cute is that? And then, look at this one. It's from Miss Gabby. Miss Gabby's a coach, I believe, at a school, and her mama requested this for her school ID. Love it. This was funny because I had a panda, I think her name's Roxy. She was like, can you do sort of like the look that you do on dog tags, like the resin with the clay slices and stuff, but on a pop socket? I was like, I mean, the answer is yes. Like the logical, literal answer is yes. You can do anything on a pop socket, but it's going to get super thick and bulky. She's like, that's fine. I'm like, no, are you sure? She's like, no, that's fine. I want that same look. I want it on a pop socket. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be thick. That's fine. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So just to give you guys, I mean, it's not that thick. It's probably the same as this, right? So yeah, she wanted resin on a pop socket. Look at how cute. So, hey, you know what? When you guys come to me and say, here's a new idea, can you do it? If I can do it, I'm going to try to do it. There are other things that I can't do, like a badge buddy. I have gotten a ton of messages, probably like 6, and asking for badge buddies. If you guys don't know what those are, so basically like if you're in, I don't know, a job that requires you to have a badge, mostly medical. A badge buddy is like a card that hangs behind it, like a tab that sticks out, and it'll say like your position or your title or department or whatever. But a badge buddy is made out of cutting out acrylic. So like I don't have a laser cutter. That would be kind of nice. You know, I'm thinking about like this whole crafting journey, having like a laser cutter or an engraver or something. I definitely need a Cricut. I feel like that would make the pet tags a lot more versatile, where you could do different fun fonts for the dog tags as opposed to just letter beads. So there are a few elements that I've thought about incorporating into this business, but like an acrylic cutter or laser cutter, I'm not sure I'm cut out for that. So badge buddy is something I can't do, but if you ask me to do something and it's not something I offer, but I can produce it, I will try to do it. I've done necklaces, I've done rear view mirror, like lanyards. I don't know, I'm drawing a blank here, but there have been a lot of things that aren't listed that are custom. And it's actually really fun to do. That's how I started doing badge reels, is one of you guys asked for a badge reel, and then that was it. It took off, and it's probably the best-selling thing on my Etsy shop now is badge reels. But you know what is also? Dog tags. They're not actually dog tags, they're pet tags. I have done some for rabbits. I have done some as luggage tags. So you don't have to have a dog to get a pet tag. This is for Mr. Leo, and Mom was very specific. She was like, no glitter. I need it to be green, but no glitter. I was like, say less. We can do clear color, and then we can also do a mica color. So mica is pretty much eyeshadow, and you mix it into the resin. It's similar to like how certain soaps have fun colors in them. That's mica as well. And so you can get sort of like a very gentle or very aggressive solid color to it. And then I also have alcohol dye, which makes it a color, but it makes it clear. So mica is not clear. This is mica powder. So it almost looks like acrylic, right? And then the color drops, just add a color to it. And you can actually, you know, put glitter or whatever. I'll show you this one here. So this is a keychain for Roxy as well. This is all Roxy's order. She wanted a 2-sided keychain. And so I used iridescent glitter for both sides of the keychain, the red and the blue side. But instead of a color glitter, I added iridescent glitter to blue and red dyed resin. So the resin itself here is red and blue. The glitter itself has no color, it's iridescent. Does that make sense? And then like here on her pop socket, That's clear resin with like rose gold and lavender glitter. So you can sort of see the difference of dyed resin versus color glitter in resin. That's what it looks like. And then we have a gift for a very nice teacher. I think it's Mrs. Kynard. She's a Slytherin. You guys, I'm a Slytherin too. Did you know that? Fun fact about me. Her house is Slytherin, so we put her name on a lanyard for her ID badge with a little sorting hat. And then just the Slytherin house colors. Isn't that cool? And then look at this. You guys. These pom-pom, I really thought these pom-pom keychains were going to like take off. And I've probably made 2 in a year that I've had my Etsy. They're my favorite though. I mean, how can you not? I'm obsessed with these. So they come with a silicone bangle. I have lots of different shapes. I don't offer the shapes. I just pick one that looks cute with it and matches. So like this is like a daisy shape. I have hearts and stars and stuff like that, but just whatever matches the color. And then we have a really heavy, fancy gold lobster clasp. And on there, you have 3 sections. So the first one has a very long, large gold or an orange tassel. Then we have your little charm, I don't know, little, like the charm portion of the keychain. So we put 4 little charms on there. And this is a mom, so she wanted all 4 of her babies on her keychain. And, you know, they say, love you to the moon and back, and you are always in my heart. Super cute, orange and pink as well. And then the third element, or rather, I guess there's 4 elements because you have a big pom-pom. You have the charms, the big pom-pom, the large tassel, the resin piece, and then the bangle. So 5 elements. You got the big pom-pom, and that has a little tassel that has its little buddy that matches. And then these are her cuties. Look at these. Little cuties. Oh my goodness. I was like, that's a lot of pictures. Do you mind if I like make a collage? And she was like, yeah, no, whatever. Just do whatever you think will look good. And I trust you. And obviously, selfishly, I love having those interactions with you guys because it makes my job so much easier. But at the same time, it also helps us come up with an idea that makes both of us happy. So like I can't cut out 4 separate pictures on a really small space and then also add the clay slices, and A, it's too much time, B, it's a lot of extra work. And that's why I say on the listing, like I can only cut stuff out round or square. That's it. I can't do anything else. It's my mistake because I have my personal keychain on the listing and I have my 2 boys cut out in hearts. So there's like 2 hearts on the back of a keychain. So that was my mistake. And I think too, it's pretty reasonable if we like leave another side blank or something like that. But with her 4 cuties, I was like, I can't cut out 4 hearts and then also make the really cute, like clay slices and then like make them also fit on there. That I can't do that. She was like, no, whatever you think will work good and whatever will look nice. And actually it looked really, really cute because she wanted these 4 pictures on the keychain, which we were able to put on there. And we were able to put a 5th picture because she was okay with me creating a collage with the 4 initial pictures. You know, so originally she wanted 4 separate hearts with the 4 babies. But combining them into a collage, that creates 1 image. And then we could do the follow-up picture she sent on the other side. So technically she got 5 pictures on there, which I thought was kind of neat. It worked in both our favors, you know. But I got to wrap all these up and then take a shower. Do you guys hate taking a shower? Like, I don't have bad hygiene. I really want to make sure I put that out there. Like, I shower every single day. But just... it feels like such a chore to do it because you don't just like shower. Like I don't have Pocahontas hair, you know, like I don't get into the shower and then get out and let my hair air dry. Like if I go in the shower, first of all, I have to wash 6 feet of body. Then I have to judge like the level of mammoth that my legs are. And then I'm like, oh, do I have to shave my legs? Is it going to rain tomorrow? I probably shouldn't shave my legs because I'm going to wear pants. When does Parker come back? Oh, until Friday? Okay, yeah, definitely don't need to shave my legs. Then I have to like wash my hair, check my armpits. You know, I got laser, but it was a few years ago. So I still have a few little hair extensions that I can braid, you know? And then get out of the shower. I can't just leave my face dry. Have you seen the weather outside? It is so dry and windy. I definitely have to moisturize. And then my hair, don't even get me started on my hair. It's like a journey that I don't want to start. Can anyone else please sympathize with me? Or are you just going to make me feel like a disgusting, gross hygiene person right now? I think the only motivator I have right now is the fact that I want to get out of a racerback sports bra. Does anyone else get really bad like shoulder/neck pain when they wear a racerback? It's, you know what it's like? It's like adding insult to injury. Because first of all, these weigh like 2 ounces a piece, okay? Now, if they were like double G's, I get it. You can have like some kind of soreness back here because that racerback is really digging in, you know? But there's no weight here. There's no reason why this should hurt. In fact, there's probably no reason why I should be wearing a sports bra. But that is the single only motivator. That is the only single motivating factor that is going to get me into the shower is that I can cut myself out of this thing. It feels really good to complain to your friends. So thank you for allowing me the space to do that. And I hope that if you ever want to complain, you do so in the comments, and I promise I will respond, because there is nothing more delicious, I mean, besides actual food, than complaining to a friend and your friend's like, yeah, do you want to go? I got the bail money. Get the getaway car. I just got a new shovel. Let's do it. High five. Pandas, assemble. No? Mighty Morphin Power Pandas? Come on, you guys. Let's do it. You guys, we let the intrusive thoughts win, and here we are doing our spice blend. Let me unplug my trash can, because I anticipate her opening up like 92 times since we're sitting at the island. Okay, we are going to do Dani's blend. That's what I like to call it. It's the Dani blend. So this is going to be Laura's blend. This is going to be Concepcion's blend. This is going to be Javier's blend. Whoever you're making this for. This actually looks really cute if you gift it to someone. So if you get some cute little mason jars and tie a ribbon around it, maybe a cute decorative spoon, you'll see when we are done making it how awesome it looks. The only thing you need to know to do this recipe is parts. 2-to-1 parts. So whenever you're cooking, you can have a recipe that has specific measurements like tablespoons, grams, ounces, or you can have ratios. So ratios are something like a 2-to-1 ratio of salt versus pepper, 2 times more salt than pepper. The measurement doesn't matter. It could be a straw, it could be a spoon, it could be a shoe, it could be your grandma's old sourdough starter jar, whatever. Like the part is, it just has to be the same. Does that make sense? So for example, if I tell you we're going to do ratios of 2-to-1 of onion powder and paprika, 2-to-1, you're going to take a 1/4 of a cup as your measuring tool, and you're going to use 2 of these and then 1 of these. So this is a ratio recipe, and the beauty of that is you can make a lot of it, or you can make a little bit of it, and you don't actually have to have proper measuring tools for this because it is a ratio style recipe. So what we're gonna do is do 2 parts of everything except pepper. Pepper is gonna be 1 part. So in order for me to fill this jar, I'm thinking I'll do like 4 parts of everything and then 2 parts of pepper, and we'll be able to fill the jar. Kind of eyeball it, but because I only have whole black peppercorns, we're gonna fast forward through that part. I refuse to buy pre-cracked pepper. I don't think it tastes the same. I don't think it tastes good. In fact, when you see people with pepper in their teeth, usually it's that conniving, little betraying, flavorless, pre-ground pepper that comes in the aluminum can at the grocery store. Don't buy that, you guys. Buy these. They already come in pepper mills. Like they have actual cheap store in their own pepper grinder containers. So there's no reason why you need to buy the pre-cracked stuff, you know? So let's get started. I'll do it kind of like fun, different colors so you kind of see, what's the word, how they level out. So this almost looks like those old sand crafts we used to do in like the early 90s. You remember those that were super messy and then you didn't know what to do with them after you were done because you really weren't going to display it and then it just mysteriously disappeared? No? Anybody? Okay. I'll do it like this so you guys can see. Where's the label? Backwards. Okay. So we're going to do 2 parts of everything and then 1 part of black pepper. Does that make sense? This is a measuring spoon set that I highly recommend if you're going to be doing your own spice blend at home, because you have 2 different shapes. So if you buy those spice containers at the grocery store, some of them have really wide mouths, others have really narrow mouths. So you have both options on sticking your spoon into smaller mouths. You see how wide this one is versus the long and narrow? It's the same measurement, it's just a different shape. So it really makes your life easier. I'll link this one is from Amazon, and then the middle of the handles are magnets, so they stick together. You don't lose them in the drawer. Okay, let's do granulated garlic. So we're gonna do, all right, we'll do 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So keeping track, 4 of garlic. Then you see how this one has like a little narrow top. We'll flip it. It's easier to get in there. 1, 2, do you see how precise I'm measuring? 3, 4. This is paprika. I don't know why it's organic. I just got what I found at Costco. That's it. There's not for any other reason except it's what I found at Costco. You see how it's layering really cute? Okay. Then we're gonna do, this is my least favorite part, onion powder. Will betray all your trust because it is so dusty. It's like devil's dander. I'm sure that's something else that's a lot cooler than what we're doing, but let's just, this is the excitement of our lives, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be a bitch, come on. All right, then we have Italian seasoning. So who's paying attention? Granulated garlic, paprika, onion powder, Italian seasoning. 1, 2, ooh, we spilled. 3, 4. There we go. Let's get a little, hi little miss. You want to cook with your friends? Do you want to cook with your friends? Ay, qué cosa tan bonita. Mi angelito perfecto. You can't come up here. Mama's cooking and people are going to say, oh, dogs are gross. You can't be handling that stuff because dogs are disgusting. Yeah, but you know that there's people in this world that don't like dogs. Did you know that? I know. They're probably all in jail. You guys, are you watching the new 90 Day Fiancé? There's this girl, I think she's from Uganda, and she's like, in my country, the dogs live outside. So for now, the dog cannot get on the bed. So I have a lot of thoughts about that because it's not my house, so it's none of my business. If she doesn't want dogs on the bed, she doesn't want dogs on the bed. However, she's a criminal. No. However, I called the police. No, I think the fact that the boys and I were unbelievably offended was because the guy's dog looks exactly like Sophia. I am telling you, this dog is from her litter. So this guy is Italian. He lives with his mom. He's not the most attractive, but he got this like super amazing, gorgeous girl from Uganda that's like a professional in her country. And if she tells him no dogs on the bed, you better believe there's going to be no dogs on the bed. But I called the police. Okay. Now we're going to keep cooking. Yes, we are. We're not really cooking. We're just mixing. Look at how pretty this looks. Isn't that cool? That would be a really cool gift, especially if you're giving it to somebody that loves to cook or that knows you like to cook, because now they're going to trust you and be like, yeah, that's probably going to be real good. For those of you that are unfamiliar, I have been using a 1 tablespoon as a measuring tool. Now, how many have I been doing? 4, right? 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons is actually 1/4 of a cup. I was just seeing if anyone was noticing. So 1/4 of a cup is 2 ounces. 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce. So every tablespoon is 1/2 ounce. So if we're doing 4 tablespoons, that's 2 ounces. So I could have just been filling this guy once and dumping it in here.
I make a mess when I do that, but if you don't, or if I'm not doing it for like cuteness purposes so that it looks cute like that, then it would have made more sense to just fill this and put it in here. I just wanted to share that with you guys in case you're more of like a, just let's get to the point, Dani, just get to the point. I don't know what you're doing here because that never happens. Okay, now we'll do salt here. So this is what I mean. Watch, just watch. It's not going to end well. It is not going to end well. Okay, maybe it is going to end well. Let's do a little recap, a little slideshow situation. This is our product. We did, where's the lid for this guy? We did granulated garlic, 2 parts. We did paprika, 2 parts. This just went a lot faster in my head. We did onion powder that betrays all my love, 2 parts. We did Italian seasoning, 2 parts. We did kosher salt, 2 parts. So all of these guys that are playing in the sandbox, they're the bigger kids. So they get double the amount. Then we're gonna go in with black pepper, and he is only 1 part. So if we did 2 parts of all of these guys and then 1 part of black pepper, how many tablespoons of black pepper should we be grinding into this container? I'll give you a couple seconds. I'm obviously missing the classroom at this very second, and I just caught myself. If we did 4 tablespoons of everything else, of each of everything else, and that is 2 parts, the 1 part of everything else will be 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna crack 2 tablespoons of black pepper in here. And usually what I do is I crack it into a bowl, like a big wide bowl, because I'm kind of an animal. But because I'm going to have the power of television on my side, I am going to do very carefully and fast forward it and then go ta-da. And then when I go ta-da, there will be no mess because I'll edit that part out. Ta-da! Look at that. I am so clean and tidy. I didn't even make a mess. There's your black pepper layer. You see it? Look how pretty that is. You just put a cute little label on there that says like Sandy's blend or mother-in-law's blend. Said no one ever. Okay, so this is the special blend, and this is what you're gonna do. You ready to ruin the magic? You gotta mix it. The cool thing about freshly cracking your black pepper is that it releases the essential oils. So it sort of really ties and blends everything together, and they just kind of marry each other really, really well. What do you do with a blend like this? Everything. So I'll share with you, let's say 3 of my favorites. The first one is on those days where you're in a hurry, you're going to take some chicken thighs and you're going to generously season your chicken thighs with this and then roast them in the oven at 425 for, I don't know, however long it takes, depending on your oven, depending on where you live. If it's a convection oven, if I do it on convection, it's 30 minutes at the most. Otherwise, maybe an hour, you know, internal temperature 165. That's all you need to worry about. So chicken thighs, easy dinner, you guys, and so good. The other thing you can do is what I showed you guys the other day when I was soaking the chicken breast in milk and this. This is all that seasoned the chicken breast directly. Everything else was just that external gravy that we did with like a chicken stock or whatever. So I got a couple questions of why are you putting it in milk? Milk is a natural tenderizer because it is acidic. The other thing is if you have a food or a protein that has sort of like a musty smell to it and you want to neutralize it, it helps with that. So like soaking your fish in milk is a way to really neutralize any odors or funkiness that it has. And the other thing is eggs are really expensive right now, and usually eggs are used as a glue so that the flour has something to hold on to, but we don't need to use eggs when the product is already wet. Like if you're doing shake and bake, you can wet your food, your protein, your pork chops or whatever in milk instead of just water. So that's just a really, I don't know, fun fact that you can do with milk. Okay, and the third thing you can do is pork chops. So you're going to take thin center cut pork chops, you know, the ones that look like little ovals like that. I say thin because I like to crust them, but you don't have to do that. You can just soak them in milk with this seasoning and then grill them outside. I try not to grill things when I soak it in milk because it does burn a lot faster because there's a lot of sugar in milk. Another fun fact you didn't ask me for. So if you take thin cut or thinly sliced, center cut pork chops, they're usually on sale. You guys, they're not expensive at all. Soak them in milk with this, and then you crumble with like a rolling pin or a can, anything that you can crush, a whole sleeve of saltines, and then crust your pork chops that are flavored in this and the milk, and then just pan fry them. Like just enough oil to cover the bottom of a saute pan, and then lay them on a paper towel. Your family will go bonkers for that recipe, you guys. And it is so easy because like everybody has saltines in their pantry. And now everybody's going to have this in their pantry. You're going to have Lulu's spice blend, or you're going to have Grammy's spice blend in your pantry. This is going to be a staple for you guys. So I promise you, on those easy days, on those hard days when you're trying to show out in the kitchen or you ran out of time, this guy is going to save your butt, especially if you do the thighs or the saltine pork chops, you guys. I am literally doing everything in my power not to jump in the shower. Is that disgusting? Can you guys please just validate my feelings one more time? I know I've already asked for it, but the thought of cutting myself out of these leggings that no longer fit me, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't know leggings could stop fitting you. I hate that I'm admitting that out loud because that says a lot more about me than the leggings. Like, I mean, obviously, if pants stop fitting you, like leggings are pants, they can also stop fitting you. But like, I thought pants were like the white bread of like carbs, you know, like everybody likes it. Everybody likes sliced white bread. So like, I thought leggings would just always fit you. Hate to break it to you guys, but not in this neck of the woods. Anyway, that's how you do this. If you try it, if you love it, let me know. I will leave the ratios and the list of ingredients that you're going to need in the description box, because I promise you're going to bookmark it, or you're going to screenshot it and you're going to save it, but make sure you heart it on your phone so it's a favorite and you can easily find it. And also, if you call it Dani's Blend at your house, that would be nice. I'm just kidding. You really need to put your own name on it, you know? And then when people come over, they're like, these chicken thighs are amazing. You're going to be like, that's my top secret blend. You're welcome. Won't share it with you, even though it's public record on the internet.